Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Ramayana 354. As you may remember, Hanuman and Ravana were trading insults. Hanuman said, "Remember your son Aksha, who was killed by me." Ravana was reminded of his son, and his anger grew tenfold. And he hit Hanuman on the chest. Hanuman reeled under the blow, and for a few moments he stood as if he'd been stunned. He fretted under the insult, and spurred by anger and humiliation, he beat Ravana with the palm of his hand. It was now Ravana's turn to reel under the blow. He recovered from the shock and said, "Well done. I admire your strength and valor. You are equal to me in both. You deserve praise for this." Hanuman said, "Fie on my strength, which finds you still alive after my blow. Once more, and my fist will send you to the abode of Yama." Ravana doubled his fist and hit Hanuman on the chest again. And Hanuman was staggering under the blow. Before he could resume his fight, Ravana went away from there and led his chariot toward Nila. He fought with Nila with his arrows, and Hanuman joined Nila. A fierce encounter followed, and Nila was teasing Ravana to the utmost. Nila had made himself very small, and he jumped onto the banner of Ravana's chariot. Aggravated by this, the Rakshasa took up the astra Agneya and sent it toward Nila, the commander of the army of Rama. Nila fell on the ground, hit hard by the arrow. He did not die, however, since he was the son of Agni. Ravana went to where Lakshmana was, and he twanged the string of his bow to announce that he was ready to fight. Lakshmana challenged him to fight, and Ravana heard his words as well as the twang of Lakshmana's bowstring. He was furious. He said, "Foolishly, you've come before me, and you have the audacity to challenge me to fight with you. Fortunately, you've come within sight of me. I will dispatch you to Yama city, whose doors are kept open for you and the likes of you." "You brag too much," said Lakshman. "Let me see some action. Let me see if you can follow up your words with arrows which are equally sharp. I have heard of your valor, and you do not have to talk about it yourself. I'm here with my bow, and show me how you can answer me." There ensued a memorable battle between Ravana and Lakshman. Ravana could not bear the valor of Lakshman, who was cutting up every arrow of his into pieces, and they fell on the ground like snakes with their bodies severed. He was a true fighter, and he admired the glorious fighting of Lakshman. He now took up an astra presided over by Brahma, and with it he hurt Lakshman on the forehead. Though he was taken aback for a moment, Lakshman did not lose his senses, and he broke Ravana's bow into splinters. Arrow followed arrow, and it was Ravana's turn to be hurt by his antagonist. He took up the Shakti which had been given him by Brahma. It was hurled at Lakshman, and spitting fire and smoke, it traveled toward Lakshman. Lakshman tried in vain to stop its progress. With his arrows, the Shakti went straight at the chest of Lakshman, and piercing it, the Shakti came to a stop. Lakshman became unconscious and fell down. With a smile, Ravana came near him and tried to lift him up. But he was not able to do so. He was once able to lift up the mountain Kailasa with his hands, but he was not able to lift up the brother of Rama. Ravana was amazed at it. Lakshman had been hit by the Shakti, but he was not killed. Lakshman was the Amsha of Narayan himself, and the Shakti could not kill him. Hanuman came there, and again he began to fight with Ravana, using his fists. Ravana was unable to bear the impact of it and fell on the terrace of his chariot. Blood spurted from his mouth. Hanuman quickly lifted up Lakshman and carried him to the presence of Rama. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.